But let's talk about what's happening in the world of entertainment. There's more shocking revelations coming out of Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial. We've now heard from Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who's been identified in court under the pseudonym as Jane. She's taken to the stand, and she's made more allegations that Diddy allegedly made her take drugs before having sex with a male escort. She also testified about Diddy's alleged violent behaviour, said that there was an incident where he put her in her chokehold, was kicking, punching her, really awful things coming out of this trial. Can you bring us up to speed?
That's right. So she's, as you said, she's anonymous and she's using the name Jane. She also, of course, she was there when Diddy made the video where he apologised to Cassie Ventura, another girlfriend, about assaulting her in that incredible video that we've seen many, many times. So look, all these layers and previous girlfriends are just stacking up and adding up. It marks a month on Wednesday, a month since this trial began. Look, there just seems to be more corroboration of the claims. And, you know, it's really distressing hearing a lot of this evidence. Look, Diddy's pushed back on one witness saying that, you know, her claims that he held her over a balcony should be a mistrial because that he couldn't have been in Los Angeles at the time and that the prosecution knew this. So he's always constantly, and his team are trying to muddy the waters along the way. But it's very compelling evidence at this stage, isn't it? I mean, only, as we know, allegations. But look, the fact that we keep... And look, I think, Gabriella, it's the fact that each allegation seems to mirror the previous one. So the evidence, it's aligned with each witness. So, I mean, an interesting case. We can never know a case until it comes to its conclusion. But, you know, he'll have minimum 15 years if he's found guilty of these charges.
Yes. Now, finally, there's been a major development in Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds and their publicist. A judge has tossed out the $400 million lawsuit, a major blow to Justin Baldoni. Blake Lively's lawyer says that this is a total victory, complete vindication. Can you tell us about this case?
So this is a defamation case that Baldoni has brought against Blake Lively and her husband, basically saying that what they've said about him is defamatory. Now, the judge has come back and said all of this has been, or anything they've said has been delivered in legal argument as part of the allegations against Baldoni. So of course it's not, it can't be seen as defamation. So it's a risky talk to bring this case. He, of course, at this stage, yes, the judge has thrown it out, but we don't know what costs he will have to pay to the Lively team. But this just gets nastier and more toxic. It is a win for Blake Lively. The case, the sort of bulk of this case, of course, with her allegations against him about what happened on set, about lack of consent, that sort of thing, that's still due to go to trial, of course, in March 2026. But the toxicity between this pair will mean that once we get to March next year, all eyes will be on that case.
Absolutely. Angela Mollard, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.